After the insane success of the first two Mortal Kombat games, developer Midway quickly went to develop the third entry in the series. This time, the game would be set in a sort of dystopian setting, one that was more realistic, based on Earth, but with a lot of destruction and chaos in the background. They would add many new characters to the roster. They just wanted to make the best Mortal Kombat game yet. But they fucking didn't. Mortal Kombat 3 is hot garbage because of the roster. Look at this shit. No Scorpion? What the fuck? I'm not going to be playing this game. Instead, I'm going to be playing the far superior version, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This version fixed many of the issues players had with the first game, including the roster. I actually have played this game before, back on the DS. I vividly remember going on a trip with my friend when I was 8. We stayed out in a cabin with his grandparents. We played on this cartridge he had on his DS that was like 150 games in one or whatever, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was one of them. We played it together, and I kept spamming something, and I destroyed him so much that he got pissed off and we stopped playing. On this same trip, I forgot my Game Boy, and I know that this motherfucker stole it. I didn't forget, buddy. But whatever, it's fine. I ended up getting another atomic purple Game Boy Color, and it only cost me $60 fucking dollars. This video will most likely be my longest Mortal Kombat video yet, because this roster is massive. Not just that, but because there were so many people talking about Mortal Kombat Trilogy and how much they loved it, I figured I might as well cover that as well. I won't be playing as the secret characters in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 since they are in Trilogy, and I want to have enough content to justify playing Trilogy. Last thing before we get into the story, for the dozens of people who commented that I left certain Mortal Kombat games out when I was ranting about titles in my first video, this is for you. Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Gold, Mortal Kombat Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, Mortal Kombat Unchained, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat XL, Mortal Kombat Mobile, Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 1. Thanks to everyone again for the continued support. I really appreciate it so much. Now let's get into the story. Shao Khan, fed up with the continuous losses in tournament battle, enacts a 10,000-year-old plan. He would have his shadow priests, led by Shang Tsung, revive his former queen Sindel, who unexpectedly died at a young age. She killed herself. However, she wouldn't be revived in the Outworld. She would be resurrected in the Earthrealm. This would allow Shao Khan to cross the boundary lines and reclaim his queen. When Sindel is reincarnated in Earthrealm, Shao Khan is able to reach across the dimensions to reclaim her. As a consequence of this action, Earthrealm becomes a part of Outworld, instantly stripping billions of their souls. Only a few are spared, as Raiden protects their souls. He tells them that Shao Khan must be stopped, but that he cannot interfere. Due to his status as protector of Earthrealm, he has no power in Outworld, and Earthrealm is now partially merged with Outworld. Shao Khan has unleashed extermination squads to roam throughout the Earthrealm and kill any survivors. In addition, Raiden's protection only extends to the soul, not to the body, so his chosen warriors have to fight the extermination squads and repel Shao Khan. Here's how I'm going to be playing this game. I'm first going to attempt a character on Novice. The continue system I did previously stays the same, where I allow myself 5 continues on one singular fight, and if I lose all continues, then I lose the game. However, if I beat the game on Novice, then I move on to the next difficulty. If I beat that, then I continue onward until I beat it on Master. But if I can't beat it even on Novice, tough shit. I'm done with that character and I'll find the character bio online. I'm also not going to show it on screen for a long time and force you to read. I figured it'd be better if I just said out loud a quick abridged version of the character bio and ending. So what that means is that I will still show it and you can pause it to check out, if you want to read the actual thing. But for those of you who don't necessarily always watch videos very carefully and stare at the screen, sometimes I do it myself where I, watch a video but really listen to it like it's a podcast or something. If you're one of those people, then you don't have to worry about it. And also there will be chapters, so you can skip around to whatever part you might want to see. Let's get into it. Kitana is accused of murdering her sister Mileena. Shao Khan gets people to capture Kitana. Kitana needs to reach Sindel first. Honestly, starting off the game, I did fucking great. I felt like a badass. I mean, I didn't even lose a single round until I got to Jade, but lord, when I got to Jade, she sure did fucking fuck me up. She has what I think is an invisibility move, and that shit made life hell. Kitana has the same moves as last game, except now she has an air punch that I never landed. She was pretty fun to play as, though, and I even managed to hit a fatality on Sheeva. I didn't get as far as I'd like to though, since Jade fucked me up good. Kitana evades Shao Khan and goes to Earth. She survives Reptile trying to assassinate her and gets allied with Jade. Yeah, Jade, the same person that fucked me up. Reptile is on Shao Kahn's side, trying to stop Kitana at all costs, and he will even fucking kill her. Reptile was pretty fun to play as. I mostly spammed the Force Ball since it was easy to pull off and the AI didn't really have the means to defend it most of the time. I was so mad when I found out there's an endurance round in this game. That shit was hell for me back in Mortal Kombat 1. However, this time it actually wasn't too bad and I managed to do it. Reptile in general was really fun to play, and I'm glad I got to Motaro. I even won a couple rounds against Motaro, so I think that I could actually manage to beat this game on the easiest difficulty legitimately in this video. Reptile kills Kitana. Shao Kahn told Kitana that he would bring Reptile's face back, but he doesn't, so Reptile promptly kills him. Sonya is friends with Jax. They try to warn the US government about the Outworld menace, but since the US government is the US government, they do absolutely nothing about it. I really enjoyed my time playing as Sonya. I mainly used her projectile and her little leg flipperoo thing. It was really satisfying and fun to play as her, and there were moments where I felt like I was actually starting to get better at these games. Unfortunately though, the endurance round humbled me, and it took me out. She convinces her superiors to actually form a group dedicated to preventing invasions from other realms. Jax makes both arms metal so he can win. Jax was fun, mainly his grippy move that was in Mortal Kombat 2, but also his missile was pretty fun. The endurance round fucked me over again, which made me think there might be a bit of a theme building here. Jax and Sonya are still collaborating. Jax runs a division in the group that Sonya helped make and leads the first expedition into a new realm. Nightwolf is trying to preserve his tribe's sacred land, so he hates Shao Kahn. I love Nightwolf. He was so much fun to play as. His arrow ability was super quick and fun, his uppercut axe was super fun as well, his charge was great. He played really quick, which I loved about him. There were a few moments that I thought I was going to lose, but I actually managed to beat Motaro when I fought Shao Kahn. I didn't defeat Shao Kahn because, holy fucking shit, is he difficult. Nightwolf reclaims land for all the Native Americans, and they become the great leaders of Earth. Jade was friends with Kitana, but Shao Kahn wants her to capture Kitana. Jade is pretty basic. She has a blade she throws and a shadow kick move. I enjoyed playing as her, and I thought that I was actually starting to get better at the game, but Sektor fucked me. Jade sides with Kitana and defeats Shao Kahn, and Earth, as well as Jade's homeland, are turned back to normal. Shao Kahn can't take the souls from Hell, so Scorpion escapes from Hell. He sides with nobody. I had a much better time with Scorpion in this game than I did in Mortal Kombat 2. I actually managed to hit his spear quite a lot, and I'll never be able to get enough of him yelling, "Get over here." The endurance round felt pretty fucked this time. I got absolutely folded. Eventually, Scorpion sides with Shao Kahn. However, he finds out that he has to fight Sub-Zero, which he refuses to do since he killed Sub-Zero's brother. Scorpion fights Shao Kahn and wins. He's sent back to Hell. Kano was assumed dead after Mortal Kombat 1, but he is not. He is enlisted by Shao Kahn to teach his warriors earth weapons. As a character, for some reason, I have always liked Kano. Something about him just makes me enjoy him as a character. In this game, he has a projectile and a sort of uppercut move, as well as the ball. He's pretty fun to play, but I yet again got fucked up by the endurance round. Kano apparently straight up fucking nukes Khan's warriors. He wanted to take the souls that Khan had, but the souls attack him. It's rumored that he is dead. He leaves his clan because they betrayed him. His pursuers are robots. Sub-Zero was pretty good in this game, much better than in Mortal Kombat 2. I actually was able to land the freeze attacks a lot and had a good amount of fun playing as him. However, the same thing happened again where I was doing great and then I just got absolutely fucked. This time, it was by Kabal. Sub-Zero becomes Smoke's ally, kills Khan and the cyborgs, then disappears into the shadows. Sektor was originally a member of the Lin Kuei, but he volunteered to become a cyborg. He has no soul. At this point, I'm changing the amount of continues I'm allowed from 5 to 3. This is because I feel like 5 might be a little bit too generous, and that it's best to do so in the interest of time, since I normally have my opinion formed on the character I'm playing as by the time I get my ass kicked anyway. With that being said, Sektor is a little underwhelming. He has only 2 moves, the missile and the teleport uppercut. I mean, I guess technically 3 moves because he has a homing missile, but it's still just a missile. They're cool, but just don't feel like enough to constitute an entire character at this point in the series. He's not awful, I just don't like him all that much. Endurance round got me once again. Sektor kills Sub-Zero, and then he uses a self-destruct that literally closes the fucking Outworld portal and returns Earth back to normal. She was Shao Kahn's queen, who died 10,000 years ago but was resurrected, like I stated in the original story at the beginning. Sindel is a pretty basic character, but a pretty fun one. Her 2 moves, those being Fireball and Scream, are both pretty easy to pull off and pretty enjoyable to do. Kabal rocked my shit, though. Sindel has a vision that shows Shao Khan isn't her real husband, so she kills Shao Khan and reunites with Kitana. Stryker was the leader of the riot control brigade in a big city. Shao Khan then kills everybody in the city, so it's just Stryker left. Honestly, for as boring as Stryker's design is, his moveset is actually pretty fun. His baton attacks specifically. Really, all of them are just great. I love the baton sweep and the machine gun and the grenade toss like fuck. Yes, while it is pretty basic design, the actual fun that I had with Stryker makes up for it. Stryker has always been one of my least favorite Mortal Kombat characters, at least in the design department, because I've just never really been a fan of basic looking policeman type characters. Also, something that kind of puts me off from his design in this game is that he strangely reminds me of Dylan Klebold. Raiden guides him to meet with the rest of the Earthrealm warriors, and he kills Shao Khan, saving Earth. Literally the same bio as Sektor. I mean, not exactly the same, but the same outline. I'm not going to waste my breath. Surprisingly, I made it all the way to Motaro with Cyrax. At first, I got my shit fucked by Reptile, the first fight. However, once I got used to playing as him, I eventually was able to make it all the way to Motaro. His green net is a lot of fun, and the CPU seems to fall for it most of the time. His little bomb drop attack makes a sound that tickles my brain in a certain way, and I really love it. I really appreciated this character a lot more than Sektor. Cyrax is captured by Sub-Zero and is told to kill Shao Khan, and he does. He never gets new orders from the Lin Kuei, so he malfunctions and gets stranded in the desert, so that's why he's in the background of the desert stage, which is kind of a nice little detail. He was going to reform the White Lotus Society, but Khan fucks it all up. I was doing okay as Kung Lao up until Sub-Zero. He played basically the same as the first game, so I still suck ass at him. I mostly just used his hat throw and that's it. I couldn't really get into him. Sub-Zero got me. He wins against Shao Kahn, but is believed to be dead from injuries. No one knows who Kabal is, but apparently he's a survivor of an attack from Shao Kahn, causing him to be malformed, so he has his mask as a respirator. Sounds kind of like Darth Vader to me. Kabal has always been an interesting character to me. His design has always just been something that's spoken to me, and he'd even creeped me out a bit when I was a little kid. He fucked me up quite a few times while I've been making this video, so I had high expectations. While he is pretty fun to play, since the CPU has input scanning, I wasn't really able to have as much fun with him as I had hoped. I think if I was playing against friends, then the results would have been different since they don't have the reaction time that CPU has. Sub-Zero got me again. He beats Shao Kahn, and rather than living a life of crime like he had before the tournament, he instead fights injustice. Sheeva is picked to be Sindel's protector, but when Motaro gets chosen as the head of one of Khan's extermination squads, Sheeva gets suspicious because there's a race war between Sheeva's race and Motaro's race. Sheeva overall is a pretty decent character, nothing less, nothing more. Her moveset is pretty unique. She has a fireball like a lot of other characters do, but she also has her teleport stomp and her ground stomp, which helps set her apart. She's also bigger than every other character in the game, which is pretty cool. Reminds me a lot of Goro though, and I can't stand Goro. Sub-Zero beat my ass again. Shao Kahn is racist, so Sheeva defeats Motaro and Khan. She goes home and tries to restore the pride and respect of her race. He was given more power from Shao Kahn. Kinda goofy, considering he didn't really seem to help out too much the last two times, considering that they lost the tournament. Shang Tsung, yet again, didn't do much for me, but at least this time he does have volcanic eruption. The fireball move was just basic shit, and I didn't do the morph since I am just trying to focus on the main character at hand, just like I did for the second video. Jade got me this time. He learns Khan is trying to take his soul, so he defeats him and takes all of the Earth's souls for himself, ruling the Earth. He is Shao Kahn's biggest target since he defeated him before. I had a much better time as Liu Kang in this game than in Mortal Kombat 2. Thanks to all of the people in the comments pointing out that you can start the timer for bicycle kick before the game actually starts. Other than that, he was fun and fast. I got demolished by Jade again. He defeats Shao Kahn, fueled by the rage he felt from Kung Lao's apparent death. He's another robot made by the Lin Kuei, and Sub-Zero tries to save him but couldn't. Sub-Zero believes there is still a soul within him trying to escape. Damn, I fucking suck ass at smoke. He's fine as a character, but he doesn't feel very original in this game. He was a human in the previous game in his cameo, but here he's a cyborg. That shit's kinda weird, and his moveset is also kinda weird. He has Scorpion Spear and Sektor's uppercut teleport. Just feels a little silly to me, you know? I got demolished by Kano early on. He learns he does have a soul, and he defeats Khan but is stuck as a robot. Well, that does it for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This game was honestly a lot of fun for me. I had a lot better of a time than in the previous two games, that's for sure. The AI doesn't feel as fucked up in this game, but that could also just be because I'm playing the Novice Tower and maybe I have gained a little bit of skill at the game since I have been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. The roster is good, the game feels really fast in comparison to the previous ones, the aesthetic is uniquely dystopian, the soundtrack is great. That ends my praise for this game. Where the game falls short is the overall character creativity. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of cool characters introduced in this game that become mainstays, but honestly, they kind of butchered Robot Smoke. Stryker, while fun, isn't that creative. The AI is really unpredictable, not in the same way that Mortal Kombat 2 had unpredictable AI, but in a way that leaves me absolutely stunned, because Fight 4 against Jade would either be the end of me or be a breeze, with no in-between. I already know there's someone in the comments that's about to tell me the AI is actually very predictable, and there's a simple way to cheese it, but I'm not here for strategies like that. I'm here for just playing the game at face value. Despite some shortcomings, this game is honestly great and I had a lot of fun. I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10. For those of you who are just here for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, then the video is over now. I'm considering the rest of the video as bonus content more so than full-on reviews. Mortal Kombat Trilogy will come soon, right after the next game I'm talking about. Mortal Kombat 3 on the Game Boy. Oh yes. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so here is what the startup sequence is like. Wow, my god, the music was so loud and so awful. I don't know who was cooking up this monstrosity, but I need a restraining order against them. Yes, it's on Game Boy, and there's limited storage and limited music possibilities, but a game like Super Mario Land, which came out 5 years before this game, had a great soundtrack. The graphics are absolutely abhorrent. It doesn't even look like they tried. It's like they put Mortal Kombat 3 in a machine that makes it look 1,000 times worse and then slapped it onto a Game Boy cartridge. I can't even distinguish what's going on or if someone is attacking me. The health is kind of fucked. And you want to know the kicker? I gave this game one singular attempt as Sonya, and I beat the fucking game. So, with that, I can confidently say that this game was probably nothing more than a cash grab, since obviously Mortal Kombat 3 was never created with Game Boy hardware in mind. If you grew up playing this version and have nostalgia for it, that's great, but man, do I pity you. I'm not bitching about the graphics because it's something I care about immensely in games. Obviously, I understand it's a fucking Game Boy game. The Nintendo 64 is my favorite console of all time, and my favorite handheld is probably the Game Boy. I'm only 19 years old, but I legitimately grew up playing on the Game Boy. I understand that it has limitations, and it was novel for its time. However, that is not an excuse for shitting out a completely butchered version of an otherwise great game for a cash grab. I give it a 1 out of 10. If you're trying to play Mortal Kombat 3 on the go, then just get Ultimate Mortal Kombat for the DS. That's the closest thing you'll get for the foreseeable future in terms of a fully portable arcade Mortal Kombat 3 experience. Here we are, the last game in this video and what I know some people are waiting for. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This game came out on the Nintendo 64 and PS1. However, I'm playing the PC version. The characters that I missed in the first game, I'll be playing in this game, along with all of the new characters that they have added. Mortal Kombat 3 was the original, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was the expanded version, and Mortal Kombat Trilogy is the expanded version of the expanded version. This has every character featured in the series up to this point. I won't be playing as every character in this game for the sake of time, especially because I won't have anything new to say about any of the characters that are from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get the game to run correctly at first, but eventually I was able to get it going. I played the PC version that is on GOG, so even though I showed you the Nintendo 64 version, this is probably closer to the PS1 version considering the inclusion of boss characters, and the only reason why I show the Nintendo 64 version is because I collect Nintendo 64 games, so I already had it. Let's start off with the first new character I haven't played as. Also, quick note, the game only ever recognized me as player 2 except in a couple instances, which I'll point out later, so keep in mind that I'm the character on the right instead of on the left. Thought to be dead, he cheats death when the passage to the afterlife is blocked since the Earth and Outworld merge. He fights for Earth again. What can I really say about Johnny Cage? I enjoy playing him less and less as the series goes on. He just doesn't feel like much of an interesting character to me. Playing as him just feels like too much of a default experience. Endurance round fucked me up. He learns if he defeats Shao Khan, he will then be sent to the afterlife. He still defeats Shao Khan anyways, and gets sent to the afterlife. What a real one, sacrificing himself. Noob Saibot is from the Netherrealm, and he's supposed to be spying on the tournament. Noob Saibot is a lot of fucking fun. I love his shadow throw especially. He's a simple character and was originally just an Easter egg in the first game, but here he has a full actual playable role with his own moves. Johnny Cage fucked me up on the endurance round. He is told to side with Khan, then betrays Khan. With Earthrealm and Outworld having both Emperors defeated, Shinnok takes both realms and gains the power he needs to strike back at the Elder God that sent him to Netherrealm. He sided with Shao Khan. My fucking boy, Baraka. I fucking love this dude. His aesthetic, his power, his moves, his smile, his everything. Baraka is just fucking cool, but I didn't get as far as I'd hoped. I didn't even make it to Endurance, but it's okay. Baraka fails to meet Shao Kahn's expectations, leading him to be scared that Shao Kahn will kill him. After Shao Kahn is weakened by Raiden, Baraka strikes and defeats him. He transforms himself into a mortal warrior to help defeat Shao Kahn. As Raiden, I got my ass kicked by Raiden. I had a lot of fun with Raiden in this game, a lot more than in 2 from what I remember. I'm not great as him, but he just felt really fun to play. He guides the Earthrealm warriors and defeats Shao Kahn. Raiden's bio was retconned by a future character. To be honest, I'm getting a little tired of palette swap ninjas, however, Rain is actually great. His thunder move is really fun, and it's a great gateway for some combos. His mind control is unique, and is also a good gateway to combos. He's just overall a pretty fun character. Because he's a simp, Rain gets convinced by Kitana to go against Khan. After Kitana kills her, Shao Kahn brings her back. I had a much better time with Mileena than I did previously, but I still got my ass clapped. Kung Lao fucked me up. Her and Baraka straight up take Sindel and Kitana hostage to convince him to do a 4th tournament so Baraka can win. His existence is a mystery. It's believed he exists from a life force created by Outworld souls. What the hell? I died on Fight 2. What in the shit? Why am I all of a sudden sucking ass and eating dick? What the fuck has gotten into me? It's okay, I mean, it is what it is. Remember what I said about palette swap ninjas? Yeah. Ermac is cool though, not as unique as Rain, but he's fine. Winning the tournament, he is finally able to prove his existence. 2,000-year-old human/dragon who hasn't lost in 500 years. God damn it, well the first few rounds were fucking cake and then the endurance round got me. I was expecting it to be much easier, but nah. Scorpion almost took me out. Shit's annoying. Fuck Goro. Fuck everything about Goro. He can suck the cum out of my dick with a silly straw. No ending. Resurrect Sindel so he can finally win and take Earthrealm. I had a really easy time playing as Shao Kahn, but the endurance round got me yet again. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I might be mentally deficient in some way because I end up getting fucked so badly. Shao Kahn wins. Motaro was appointed by Shao Kahn to kill Earthrealm warriors. Same thing as the previous 2. I don't have any problem until the damn endurance round. What the fuck is up with the difficulty on the endurance round? It definitely feels like I can't even move because the AI is so aggressive. Motaro is cool, but I don't know. I'm running out of things to say. Motaro wins. With Goro missing, Kintaro takes over for him. Holy shit, well fucking finally, at least I made it to Shao Kahn. He destroyed me, but goddamn, at least I made it. No ending. So, only one last thing to talk about in regard to Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and that's the multiplayer. Yes, I actually managed to convince one of my friends, Chris, to hop on and play with me. It took hours of setup, lots of trial and error, but we eventually managed to do it. However, we had to use keyboard control because we couldn't get the controllers to work right. Despite this, it was a blast. His experience level in Mortal Kombat, I believe, is pretty similar to mine. At least it was before I started this series, so we had some good fights. Well, that's it. Mortal Kombat Trilogy is probably the definitive version of Mortal Kombat 3. There's more stages, more characters, the aggressor meter, faster gameplay, tighter controls. Overall, it's just straight up better in my opinion. 8.5 out of 10. This video has taken a lot of time to make, so I would really appreciate it if you left a like, subbed, commented, just anything to help me out a little bit. I really genuinely, wholeheartedly am so grateful for the immense amount of support that you all have shown me recently. When I uploaded the Mortal Kombat 2 video, I had 70 subscribers. As I'm writing the script, I have 2,150. It's been less than 2 weeks. I have been wanting to do YouTube since I was a little kid, and I'm so happy that all of you guys are helping that dream possibly become a reality. Thank you so much for watching again, and have a good day.